You must look at this country, and we've had so many incidents
Yeah.
of horrific gun violence at synagogues and schools and places of worship and shopping centers and movie theaters. I mean, I could go on and on. And yet, with some small changes during the Biden administration, it seems that we have not been able to muster the collective will to do anything about it, to make guns less available. I mean, the right to bear arms is sort of sacrosanct in this country. And watching as a New Zealander, Jacinda, now someone who lives in America, I mean, do you have a difficult time understanding why we haven't been able to do something? There's so many people who want it done, and yet it never happens.
Yeah. I'm always careful commenting on other people's politics and policies, because there's sometimes just cultural differences and perspectives that I just won't fully understand. But we had high levels of gun ownership in New Zealand, but I think probably it's always been seen as, whilst access was important, particularly as food producers and farmers and hunters recreationally, it is still framed as a responsibility versus a right. And I also think that we're pretty pragmatic in New Zealand, and I think that when it came down to it, accessing guns was one thing, the type of guns was another. I kind of really challenged anyone to mount an argument for me as to why they needed an AR-15. If you're a duck shooter, you do not need an AR-15. If you're a hunter, pest management. So, New Zealanders took, I think, a really pragmatic approach, and so we did not take that law from nowhere. That came out of Australia. They had a horrific attack in Port Arthur, and a then Conservative Prime Minister by the name of John Howard instituted a ban on these same weapons, but also at the same time a buyback. And I really believe that was the right approach. At the time that people had acquired them, they'd done so legally, and so therefore we should compensate them. And so we paid, depending on the state of the gun, 80% of market value. People had that money into their accounts, and then we destroyed them. And for us, it was over 50,000 weapons.